All right, weekenders, we are back here today at Animal Kingdom. We haven't been back here in 2 years, and this is the park of all the parks that we've been to the least. This is actually only be my second, both of our second time. There's a lot of things that we've never done here before. So, Bree, why don't you tell them what we're going to do?
So we have heard that Animal Kingdom is the most underrated park for snacks. So what we're going to go in and do today is we're going to go in and try at least one snack from each section of Animal Kingdom. They're either really popular or ones that we felt like are that look really good. So come along with us as we spend our day eating through Animal Kingdom.
One thing that we've never done, other than food, is the Tough to Be a Bug show here.
Okay, so we just finished It's Tough to Be a Bug, and my reaction, because this is the first time I've ever been to it, I thought it was a cute little show. It's only about 8 minutes, so it's super fast, but it is kind of an opportunity to get out of the heat a little bit, even just for a little while. There were a couple pieces that I think were that children would probably consider pretty
Be
scary.
honest.
That also scared me. Brant's telling me to be honest. So, yeah, there was a bug that I'm not super fond of that drops out of the ceiling. I could have done without that, but cute show overall. There will be a couple pieces that I feel like might scare some children and some grown adults. But next stop is our first snack, and we are going to Flame Tree Barbecue. I cannot tell you how many people I have heard absolutely rave about the pulled pork mac and cheese. So that is going to be our first stop. But what you doing? You're kind of cool. PSA, please don't feed the birds or the animals or anything else that you meet at Disney World. They're fed just fine. But if you feed them, they will continue to seek out people for food, and that's just bad.
Here we are. We're at Flame Tree Barbecue. We got the pulled pork nacho, or not nachos, mac and cheese. And we're going to show you that in a minute. But I wanted to touch on something real quick because everybody talks about how good the food is here. And I can't get over how gorgeous this the area where you get to eat is. Like there's little separate seating sections all the way around. You'll see here in a second, there's a pond right over here, or like a little pond that you can eat by. All kinds of just really, really, really cool and just a beautiful place to eat. But let me show you these nachos here, or not. I keep saying nachos, mac and cheese. So you see, you got your barbecue sauce, some slaw. There's the pulled pork, 2 onion rings on top, and mac and cheese underneath. And they did give us an extra thing of or barbecue sauce. So let me build the perfect bite here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it on here. Ooh, almost disaster on the tourist style shirt. Oh man. Okay. So you guys will notice I normally take 2 bites. I'm not taking 2 bites here because that is unbelievably good. And I'm afraid if I take another bite right now, you guys will never get to hear what I think of the food because I'll just keep eating it until it's all gone. But that is amazing. It's really good pulled pork, a great barbecue sauce for this application, pretty good coleslaw. The mac and cheese is really good, which I'm picky about my mac and cheese. This is definitely something I'd say 5 out of 5 stars. You definitely should come and try this. Um, really good balance, and I don't think it'll be too filling, which is a big item that you got to worry about when you're at a theme park. So I definitely Life on the Weekend definitely recommends this. We'll see you guys at the next stop. All right, guys. So, real quick, I want to give you a pro tip about coming to Satuli Canteen, and that's to make sure you use the mobile order. We actually used it at Flame Tree Barbecue as well. It saved us some time, but here, even more so, they were only letting in a very, very limited number of people actually come inside to order. There's a lady standing at the door, cast member standing at the door that was stopping people from coming in if you hadn't already mobile ordered. So make sure you mobile order here. It saves you a lot of time, especially for what we're about to eat. Bree's going to tell you a little bit more about it, but it's a kid's meal. It's 6'6", 300 pounds. I feel a little weird ordering a kid's meal. I didn't feel weird picking it up. So, but definitely mobile order. It saves you time everywhere. And then there are some really popular restaurants like this one where it may be the only way you can get food.
Okay, so even though it is a kid's meal, it's $8.59, and that comes with the cheeseburger pod, which, if I'm being honest, is decent sized. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that comparison. I would equate it to a kid's cheeseburger size. But it's $8.59. You get the cheeseburger pod and 2 sides. So we got the vegetable chips and a cutie. You can do double of both if you decide you want to, and something to drink, whether that be, water, Powerade, lemonade. But it's just a kid-sized drink. Yes, this is a kid's meal, but I've seen so many people as adults say that it's a perfect snack portion. So that's why we've got it on our snack list today. So let's go ahead and give this a try. This really is a decent size. You can see the inside. Oh, I bet hot sauce would be really good on it. It's like all the parts of a cheeseburger on the inside. It's cheesy. It's seasoned really well, which I'm thoroughly impressed by. It also tastes like it's some pickles, which adds a little crunch to it, which is really good.
Oh, it's rated.
Honestly, it's like a 4.5, 5 out of 5. Okay, it's 4.5 by itself. I bet if you put hot sauce on it, it's a 5 out of 5.
So this is the path directly from Pandora into Africa. Runs right across the waterway. It's a bridge. It can get slippery when it's wet, but this is not something we've never done before. But it was something I wanted to point out because we talked about how much we enjoyed this path when we walked through here, how relaxing it was. It's typically, of course, today it's a little bit more crowded than normal, but it's typically not very crowded. And beautiful, just kind of nature to walk through. The water's nice and relaxing. It's also a good spot. Of course, I'm not going to be able to catch it today, but a good spot to be able to see the flotillas come through. We saw Pocahontas, the drummers, and maybe one other one when we were here last time. Just standing right here. As you can see, when we get on this bridge right here, I'll show you. So this is the pro tip of this whole path. Is this bridge right here. You get underneath it, you get some really nice shade. See? That's the Lion King. And look at how close you can get to the flotillas as they come right through here. Okay. So for snacks, we settled on the Tamu Tamu Lounge. We got the Simba Sunset, which is a donut pineapple with a strawberry syrup on it. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be good, but just for science. That's really good. You can never go wrong with Dole Whip. Sweet strawberry syrup with pineapple. It goes very well together. Sliding it over to Brie because, like all Dole Whip, it's melting really, really quickly. But I'm gonna say just on the because of the uniqueness level and everything. So Dole Whip is always a 5 out of 5. And I'm not going to take that away from here, but just for this the sake of this video, I'm going to say 4 out of 5, just because the cheeseburger pod, the barbecue or brisket or barbecue pork, mac and cheese, those are not things you can get anywhere else. So, although there is somewhere else you can get barbecue mac and cheese in Animal Kingdom, we're not going to hit that one too. But yeah, I'd say 4 out of 5. Really good, tasty, great snack. But just because it's not the most unique thing, we'll do that. And now on to Asia.
Okay, so we stopped at Mr. Kamal's in Asia. So the one thing I've heard about this place is the seasoned fries. Yes, they are fries. The seasoning coupled with the sriracha mayo that they serve it with, blow your mind. But then we also got the dumplings with a pongu sauce, which I'm going to assume is some kind of soy teriyaki type base. So I'm going to try the seasoned fries first. I was a person who was questioning, how could fries be so good? Okay. And I'm going to learn how to shut up. I think the seasoning is very heavy. So every time you complain about fries like not having even seasoning, these are not going to have that problem. But it almost seems like a cumin, a little bit of chipotle, like it's got a little bit of kick to it, but it's not spicy by any means. Now the sriracha mayo has a little bit more of a kick to it. I think they're great on their own. Sriracha mayo takes them up. Again, I'm gonna consider uniqueness because they're not super unique. I'd probably give them a 3.5, 4 out of 5.
All right, so I've got the chicken dumplings, and it's a ponzu sauce, which it seems like a very Asian sauce, but let's give that a try. Mm. Yeah, it's still Breeze move of a food dance. That's incredibly good. It's more deep fried than pan fried, which is okay, especially for a food booth like this. The filling is extremely tasty. It is pretty typical soy-based sauce, kind of like almost hoisin sauce like, only a lot thinner than a hoisin sauce typically is. But great filling, extremely juicy. You saw me have to almost like spill on my shirt. We're not done with the video yet, so that would have been bad. But man, we've done this too many times today. But I'm gonna have to say I think I'm gonna go 5 out of 5. That's good. And the combination of this too, really great. This is a great like midday snack. You can split between 2 people and get a little full, and hold off until you go to Yak and Yeti for dinner. So highly recommend. So now heading into the Dino Land. We were gonna check out our final snack for the day, but we wanted to check in here, and this is the second item that may not be here much, or second stop on today's tour that may not be here much longer. In case you haven't heard, the news. Really looks like Dino Land's going away, and the stuff to be a bug's probably going away too. But we wanted to come over here. We wanted to give this cookie a try. So come on, let's go see what it tastes like.
So we got the Dig ice cream sundae, and just for perspective, it's almost as big as my face, y'all. But it's just vanilla ice cream on the inside, and it looks like sort of half and half sugar cookie and like Oreo type cookie. And then it's got some sugar bones and a dinosaur on the top and some chocolate sprinkles around the outside. So that's where I'm going to bite. Uh, okay. So first, step one, unhinge your jaw like an anaconda to take a bite. But second, that's very good. The ice cream is really refreshing. So if you're here and it's 90 degrees like it is right now, and you're sweating to death like I am, this is super refreshing. The cookie's really well made. It's still it's not super soft that it completely falls apart.
Lemon?
I don't know. Grant just asked if it was lemon.
Try just a piece of the cookie.
Okay. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. There's a little bit of a lemon taste. This is going to melt very quickly and make a huge mess. And is absolutely shareable. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, just for mixiness.
All right, guys, so we are here back in the Oasis, heading out because we have finished our adventure today here at Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
We tried, I think I counted, we tried mac and cheese, cheeseburger pods,
Yep.
Dole Whip, fries and dumplings, and then the ice cream sandwich. So 6 items.
Oh.
What? Oh, what? Are you on the screen?
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
It's what happens when you've got a foot.
It's hard to hold it like this and count. And
a 12-inch height difference, 13-inch height difference makes things complicated.
What was your favorite item? What was your favorite item?
My favorite item, I'm going to have to say, was either the mac and cheese or maybe even the cheeseburger pods. I know you're going to disagree with me on the cheeseburger pods, but
I'm only going to disagree because in the moment you rated that 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
And you agreed with me that mac and cheese should be 5 stars. No, mac and cheese was the first item. The reason I would say that is I felt like the cheese, and the reason I would stand by that, I guess I would say, is I felt like the cheeseburger pod needed something added to it.
Okay.
The cheeseburger pod was great.
Yeah.
Was really good. But to make it great, we added hot sauce. You could add a mustard.
Yeah.
You might have added ketchup. I wouldn't. But whereas the mac and cheese, like the only knock on it was it didn't have enough barbecue sauce on it, but they gave you more to put on there.
Yeah,
so.
they did give us a cup. So the only reason I'm going cheeseburger pods, and just hear me out on this one, is because when I think snack, the cheeseburger pod with the chips were kind of that perfect midday snack. When I think about that mac and cheese,
it was more of a meal.
Was heavy. And the barbecue and the slaw and the extra sauce, like that felt more like a meal to me. Now, please don't get me wrong.
I want to be real clear real quick. When you say heavy, it was not Thanksgiving dinner at Columbia Harbor House heavy.
Well, no, of course not.
It was probably the heaviest item we ate today, but I still think it could qualify. If you split it, I think it's still a snack. But I get your point, and I don't disagree with it. But go ahead. What were you saying?
Now I don't remember.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Any final thoughts for today?
And you know what? It was probably the best thing you were going to hear all day, and now I don't remember what it was.
So now that you're giving me a hard enough time. Any final thoughts?
No, I will absolutely say without a shadow of a doubt, Animal Kingdom is super underrated.
It's our favorite park.
Yeah.
And I said it briefly, but it's sad to know that the Bug's Life is probably going away because it was enjoyable.
I'm not all that sad.
And the ice cream sandwich will probably be gone.
We'll find another ice cream sandwich.
But they're more with it's fun to be a bug or tough to be a bug. That'll be missed. Dinoland, I'm sorry guys. I love Dinosaur, but Dinoland's wasted space.
It anymore.
It's kind of like Morocco and Epcot. It's just wasted space at this point.
Now, could they absolutely ruin it depending on what they put in there? Absolutely. But I have faith in Disney and the Imagineers
And
that it's going to be spectacular.
tropical America to me seems
Yeah, it
spectacular.
fits perfectly in this park. Now, you can blow us up in the comments. I don't care. I said what I said.
So next week, guys, we have a special preview coming for you. That's all we're going to say. Plus a few other things, but we're going to get to do something special next weekend that is brand new. And so we will see you guys next week. Make sure you enjoy your weekend. Bye.
See you next time.